Hello everyone, this is Jason with CNC DXF Files.com. I wanted to kind of give you guys a tutorial on how to use the pen tool in Adobe Illustrator. So I'm going to kind of give you an idea of what it is that I do to create my artwork with the pen tool. And so we're just going to start out with a basic shape. What we're going to do is we're going to go File and create a new document. I'm just going to type test in here because this is just an example of how to use the pen tool. And it's going to be a pretty short tutorial. We're just going to use probably 2 or 3 different tools here in Illustrator, and I'll show you which tools those are. The first tool that we're going to kind of use is probably the direct select tool. It's just this blacked out arrow. That's the direct select tool. We can use an indirect select tool, but the main focus here is number 3, the pen tool. So those will be the ones, the tools that we'll be using in this little tutorial on how to create a main silhouette around an object in Illustrator. So let's begin here. We're going to start by placing our artwork in there, and we want to go in here and grab this sprint car. I'm going to hit place. Okay, and that placed it in the center of the artboard. I'm going to zoom in. You can zoom in. You can pre-program it to zoom in, but let's see, where's zoom? I think the zoom tool is up here. So if you want to zoom in manually, you can do that, but I have it pre-programmed on my tablet, my design tablet. So let's see, we're just going to lock this in place. Object, lock it in place. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, use the hand tool, kind of move around. I'm going to start with the pen tool here. I mean, it doesn't matter where you start, but I like to start somewhere that's easy for me. You want to take out the fill color so you can see where we're actually placing this line, which is actually going to be the cut path when you export this file as a DXF file for your CNC cutting system. So we're just using the pen tool, and we're kind of making our way around this sprint car. We always want to start with the main outline. So I'm just going to work my way around here. Trying to stay fairly close to the original artwork or the photograph that's underneath. And the pen tool is kind of a click and then pull into position tool. At least that's how I use it. So I'll click it, and you can tell that I'm not going to go around the tire. I like to use the circle tool when I'm working on the tires. It gives a better radius than what I can do by freehand. So we're just going to kind of follow the main outline of this mini sprint car. I'm not going to go around that bar there. There's some things that you can do to make that easier. So I'm just trying to stay as close as I can. This is just a quick sketch. The pen tool is really a neat tool. You can lay the nodes and then later go around and manipulate those nodes and really pull them into the exact position that you want them in. I don't think these items up here on top of this sprint car are actually part of the body of the sprint car, so I'm just going to kind of go over it here. And I think that might be a bar in there, so I'm going to go in here like this. Alright, so we're almost to the finish line of the main silhouette. Okay, so that's how you would create the main silhouette of the vehicle. Well, let's not forget to do the tires in here. Let's add the tires real quick. Use the circle tool. You can kind of manipulate it. I'm going to copy and paste that image. Paste it over into here. Somewhere, looks like fairly close to where it is. And then we'll create another circle around this front tire. And so now you have all these different items. We can change the color to black. And now we can go down here to our Pathfinder tool and unite. And that'll create your main silhouette of the sprint car or whatever design you choose to use. I'm going to stop the video right here, and I will load another video shortly with how to capture some of the finer detail on the inside of this mini sprint car.